What can developers actually expect from the Lisk ecosystem?
So we have, for developers, we have quite a number of different products. Obviously, there's Lisk Core, which is the Lisk blockchain, and that is a technical product which developers do interact with. We've also got two developer tooling, which is going to make up our SDK. So we've got Elements, and we've also got a Commander. So Elements is a library, and it will do like loads of stuff that you need to do, like cryptography, sending transactions. We've written that, so you don't have to actually do that yourself as a developer, which is going to take a lot of pain and a lot of risk out of it. So basically, our big vision is that we're going to have an ecosystem of sidechains that can communicate to each other, and each sidechain will be its own DApp, its own decentralized application. That's the end goal, and then you'll also have like all of the tooling to support you to do that. So you won't have to like figure it out from the get-go by yourself. You'll have like command line interfaces. You'll have libraries. That's the end goal. We're going to do a lot of supporting work to kind of get developers on board and give them the tools and the expertise and knowledge to build those DApps, because you know, there's been a lot of talk about DApps, but still there's a lot of industry problems that we need to solve. And some of that is UX, some of that's scalability, but we're working on it and we're definitely going to get there. We love blockchain. We think it's awesome. We think like it's amazing that we have this technology that we can actually take some of the power back for the internet and take it, you know, to the people. People can own their own data.
We really believe that.
Yeah. And like you can have these really cool stuff like you know, actually currency and value baked into the network, and you won't have to go to like PayPal or another kind of centralized institution to have that. It's actually baked in. That's awesome. But for us to do that, we need use cases. We need people to want to use them. Like blockchain as it is now, it's like super interesting for developers and people who want to geek out on it. But getting high quality DApps that actually solve like real users, real problems for users is definitely when we're going to start to see that mainstream adoption.
What are actually your three favorite projects / cryptocurrencies? It's a tricky one.
It is a tricky one. It's quite a tricky one. I mean, I work for Lisk. I'm going to say Lisk. I mean, I think Lisk is doing a huge amount to make it accessible and like bringing the tooling and the right kind of environment for developers to work on. But of course, it's not just Lisk. I mean, Ethereum has done a huge amount for just bringing the whole concept of smart contracts and this kind of DApp world. So I think that's been like really game changing. So it'd be silly not to name check that. And then I guess also like in that vein, I think we've got to always have a shout out for Bitcoin. Like, you know, it was the first kind of blockchain project, the first kind of working proof of concept. So like, yeah, always for that as well.
All right. Thank you very much, Rachel, and all the best.
Thank you.